Hello from Tennessee. It's time for another ramble. Today's topic is Grail watches. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, if you've been in this hobby for very long, you have heard the term Grail watch thrown around. And it is something that I give a lot of thought to, like, what is my Grail? I get asked that question sometimes too as well. I think in one of my Q&A sessions recently, I believe Bruce, Blue Shirt Buddha, asked me that question, like, he kind of asked, like, what would be your watch if there was no monetary concern about spending, and what would you get? And so that in me is a roundabout way of asking about a Grail watch. And I think I'm going to probably take a contrary view to the whole concept of Grail watches, and here it is. Like, I don't believe they exist. Now, with that said, it doesn't mean that we do not aspire to watches. It doesn't mean that we have something that is a watch want that we save and work for. But here's where I kind of fall down on it, and I'll use maybe an analogy, as that I've heard many times, right? It's that whole concept about tomorrow never coming, right? So, because when you get to tomorrow, it's today, right? So, how does that relate to watches or the Grail watch concept? Once you purchase that watch, I think it ceases to be a Grail. So hence, how can it exist? Because there's always going to be that next one after that too as well. So when I think about a Grail watch, I don't have a Grail watch. I have my watch wants that I'm looking for, and that list changes as tastes change. And also, the thing is, and Bruce's question really got me thinking about this, is that this concept about if you all of a sudden are dropped a lot of money and what would you buy, I don't know if I really do that mental exercise very often. I'm kind of a realist, and so probably the max that I've ever kind of daydreamed about a watch is probably $5,000 or $6,000 max, and that would be a huge stretch for me too as well. But beyond that, I enjoy looking at a VC overseas watch. I would love to try one on someday, but for me to get to that point, that's not a reality in my current situation right now. And even if I had that much money, I don't know if I could do that on a timepiece. And like I said, even $5,000 to $6,000. The Omega that I've been looking at is roughly around $4,000. For a period of time, I was really enamored with JLC watches that are pushing the $6,000 to $8,000 range. But again, I don't know if I could spend that much. So hence, I don't really research those other ones realistically, thinking that I'm going to purchase them someday too as well. So getting back to this whole thing about Grail watches, I think there is a difference between aspiring towards something and a Grail watch. And now with that said, as I'm kind of processing through this, as I'm trying to articulate this, and hopefully I'm doing a decent job, I think the one exception that I could think of is, and we've heard this term too as well, is the one and done. So I would say, for me, if there was such a thing as a Grail watch, that watch would supersede the need for any other watch. And if that's the case, then I would define that as a Grail watch. That means your whole collection goes away. Like, there's no need for anything else in your collection. That Grail is the end-all, be-all of your collection, and nothing else is necessary. I think that is probably the definition of Grail watch for me. which that's never going to be a reality. This hobby is about diversity and variety for me, and I don't think I could do that. And I think kudos to anybody that could do that. I have a feeling if you're listening to this, that you're not one that could do that. If you are, let me know, because I think that's a whole other discussion right there too as well, about the the one watch and done type of thing. So I hope this made sense. Again, just rambling on about thinking about the Grail watch, what that means, how we define it, how we look at it as a community. So I appreciate y'all watching. As always, stay positive, make friends, enjoy the journey. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Take care.